Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving into a truly mind-blowing framework from Dr. Sue Morter. She's an absolute pioneer in bioenergetic medicine, and we're going to break down how the invisible energy running through our bodies actually dictates our physical reality, our health, and our entire potential. It's fascinating stuff.
To start us off, let me ask you something. Have you ever just wondered what the real, hidden root cause is behind chronic physical pain? Or even just that pervasive, heavy feeling of being stuck in life? I mean, we try everything, right? New diets, the latest productivity hacks, endless strategizing. But what if the true blockage is something we can't even see?
Okay, let's dive into this. The answer, according to Dr. Morter, is shockingly simple yet totally profound: unresolved emotion. Now, it's not just about having a fleeting bad mood or a tough day at work. When we experience an intense event and don't know what to do with our reaction, we suppress it. And this unresolved emotion actually acts like a physical barrier. It literally blocks the natural flow of energy in our bodies. And you know, when that energy stops flowing, that's exactly when our physical and emotional systems start to break down.
Now, to really grasp this, we have to look at what we'll call the healer's paradox.
See, Dr. Morter was a highly successful doctor. She was using energetic medicine to cure her patients every single day. But here's the kicker. She noted, and I quote, "I could help other people with their migraine headaches day in, day out, but then when one would hit me, I would be down, curtains drawn." Think about that. She was this renowned healer, completely unable to heal herself. So, why the sudden disconnect?
Well, the answer lies in what she calls the subconscious trapdoor. This is essentially the barrier between our conscious, intellectual mind and our deeper subconscious processing. Dr. Morter realized she was heavily intellectualizing her life and her healing. Because of some early conditioning to always be the smart one, to always know the answer, she had actively suppressed her true, raw feelings. She essentially slammed this trapdoor shut. And the problem is, when that door closes, it blocks vital healing energy from moving through the system, effectively locking disease and pain right in place.
Which naturally brings us to the anatomy of energy itself. How does this all actually work inside us?
And this brilliantly illustrates something absolutely crucial. We aren't just run by the gray matter in our skulls. We actually operate on a whole system of three brains. We've got a brain in our gut, which senses our environment and holds this deep core wisdom. We've got a brain in our heart, which builds our body's chemistry based on meaning and unconditional presence. And finally, yes, the brain in our head, which is designed to access high-level creativity and genius. When energy flows smoothly from the gut, straight through the heart, and up to the head, we operate at our absolute peak.
But here is the problem we run into. There's a really stark contrast between what she calls survival mode and creator mode. When our energy is blocked, usually because of those suppressed emotions we just talked about, we get stuck entirely in our heads. That is survival mode. We become disconnected, overthinking every little detail and constantly fighting the world just to survive. It's utterly exhausting. But when we clear those blocks, we step into creator mode. We integrate the gut, the heart, and the head, moving into this effortless full-body flow where we actually create our reality rather than just constantly reacting to it.
Actually, think of it like this. Operating with blocked energy in survival mode is exactly like driving a car with a flat tire. Sure, you might still get to your destination. You can muscle your way through life, force the success, push through the exhaustion. But man, it's going to be an incredibly bumpy, painful, and exhausting ride. So, how do we fix the tire? Well, first, we have to talk about escaping the victim trap. Because the stories we tell ourselves matter immensely. Dr. Morter points out that when we're in victimization and constantly telling our poor me story, it acts like a massive energy suck. Holding on to a story of how someone wronged us might get us sympathy from our friends, which sure gives us a tiny temporary energetic boost, but long-term, it drastically lowers our overall vibrational frequency. It literally caps our ability to heal and succeed. It just keeps feeding that blockage.
To escape this trap, we have to stop asking the wrong questions. The wrong question is, why is this happening to me? When you ask that, you're staying trapped in the mind, trapped in the victim story, just scanning for external blame. The right question, the one that really changes everything, is, where in my body do I feel this? Boom. This immediately pulls you out of that looping narrative in your head and drops your attention directly into your physical body. It's a total game changer.
So, the crucial point is, what do you actually do once you locate that feeling? That's where her specific where technique comes in. There are 4 simple steps to this. First, let go of the story. Just drop it. Stop thinking about who made you angry or anxious. Second,
Take your mind and literally ride it down like an elevator shaft, right into your body, going straight to wherever you physically feel that tension. Third, use your mind to hug the musculature of that specific area. Just give it your full, undivided attention. And fourth, simply breathe and turn on love. You don't try to fix it, you don't fight it, you just breathe with it and love that part of yourself that is trying so hard to protect you. And as you do this, it's pretty amazing because you can start decoding your body's signals. Think about it right now. Where do you typically hold tension? If it's your pelvic floor, you might be blocking feelings of rootedness and belonging. Tension just below the navel, that suppresses deep intuitive wisdom. A knot in the solar plexus blocks your personal identity and your individual power. And what about that classic lump in the throat? That's literally blocking your ability to speak your truth and manifest your dreams.
Once you start identifying these physical blocks, here is the ultimate empowering question to ask yourself whenever you get triggered by negative thoughts or anxiety. Where in my body could I build the circuits to better handle this situation? The second you ask this, your system will direct your attention exactly to where the energy is stuck. You are consciously building a brand new superhighway for your energy to travel through.
And doing this naturally brings us to the final piece of the puzzle, remembering your true greatness.
I want you to remember this profound truth. Greatness isn't something we build, it's something we remember. You don't need to go out and consume endless external solutions or become someone else to heal. You already contain the greatest inner pharmacy in existence. You are completely whole and complete. You just need to clear the energetic blocks that make you forget that fact. To bring this all together, Dr. Morter leaves us with 3 incredible truths for integration. Number 1, there is absolutely nothing broken, missing, or wrong with you. 0. Number 2, trust your inner guidance, that deep gut and heart wisdom we talked about earlier. And number 3, there is no greater power on earth than the love you are willing to share. Because when you clear your own blockages, that love naturally and powerfully flows outward to everyone around you.
Which brings us to the end of our explainer. But before we go, I want to leave you with one final question to ponder today. What unresolved energy are you ready to finally breathe into right now? Where is that tension sitting in your body, just waiting for your attention and your love? Take a breath, ride that elevator down, and go find out. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.